on Meilah, not Tamura. Meilah, Perek Gimel Mishnah, the first Mishnah in the third chapter of Masechet Meilah. The reason I said Tamura is because this Mishnah is the exact Mishnah is found in Tamura Perek Dalid Mishnah Aleph. For whatever reason, Rabbi Yehuda Nasi felt the need to include it here because of the din of Meilah. Okay, but even though Tamura was there too, we mentioned Meilah here and Meilah in the beginning and the end of the Mishnah, but it's exactly the same. So we'll read through the Mishnah and explain it the way we explained it before. Hope I do a good job. If not, you can check and see. Vlad chatat. So we're talking about the chamesh chatot digmiri meitot. 5 chataot that we learned that they have to be meitot. They have to be put in a pen and allowed to die of starvation. Says the Mishnah, Vlad chatat. Okay, if you designate an animal and said that's going to be korban chatat, and had an offspring, it gave birth. Utmurat chatat. Tmura, remember, a person says, I want to exchange this korban, this animal, for another animal. That's a tmura. And as we learned throughout Masechet Tmura, you're not allowed to do that. It's an isur d'oraita. But if you did it, it's effective, but both of them are kadosh. Torah says explicitly. So that's tmurat chatat. So now you have the chatat itself, doesn't lose its kedusha, plus the tmura. Chatat shemeitu ba'aleh, or if you have a person designates an animal as a korban chatat, and then the person dies, lo aleinu, tragedy. Okay? Yamutu. All those 3 animals, they're part of the animals that should shiamutu. They have to be allowed to die. You can't offer them, you can't benefit from them, you can't kill them, you can't do anything, you just have to let them die. Shavra shnata. If it's older than a year, you designated and then you left it and it got too old. Visha'avda, and it was lost. Vishnimtzeit ba'alat mum, or it was found to be blemished. Okay, so now, as we learned before, the Gemara says, the avda goes with before it and after it. Shavra shnata, it's too old and it was lost. Visha'avda, or Visha'avda v'nitzeit ba'alat mum, it was lost and found to be blemished. So when did you find it? Mishikipu ba'alum tamud. If you found it after, what happens is you lost the animal, like, oh my God, I gotta make a korban chatat. So you designate another animal, okay? And then, so the question is, what happened? You designated the second animal. Now, did you offer it now, and then you found the first animal or not? So it says, mishikipu ba'alim. If you already had kapar, you offered another korban, and then you found this animal, tamut. The animal has to die. Ve'ena osat tmura, but it's not a korban, so therefore you can't do tmura on it. V'lo nehanim, there's no hana, you can't benefit from the first animal that you found. V'lo mo'ali, but there's also not meilah, because it's a chatat that the sin was already atoned for by another animal. But ve'im ad shelo kipura ba'alim, if you found it before you offered the second animal, then tireh ad shetisteh, if you allow it to graze until it became blemished. I guess in the case of where it was too old and it was lost, v'timacher, and then you sell it, v'yabiyah demei acheret, then you can bring another one. V'osat tmura, meaning if v'osat tmura, and you can be tmura, u'mu'alimba, and there is meilah, it does have a din of a korban if you didn't offer another korban instead on this sin. It still has a din, still has the status of a korban chatat. I just want to point out, the Hati points out that in this case, okay, an animal that was lost, so the Chachamim say in another place, that even if an animal was lost, okay, if you found it, and if it was returned before the kapara happened, even if the kapara happened later with the other animal, nonetheless you wouldn't send the animal to be mitah. Meaning, only if the animal was found, shenimtzeit, if it was found after the kapara, then the animal would be tamud. Then the Chachamim said that. But here you have 2 problems. It's not only avda, but it's avda and ba'almum, or avda and avrash natai. It's too old. So in that case, since it was called tarke the ryuta, 2 negatives, 2 strikes, you're out. And therefore, even if you found it before the kapara, if the kapara happened, then we apply the rule of tamud. A little confusing. Hope it's clear. If not, go look back in Tamura, Perek Daled, Mishnah Aleph. We'll dedicate our learning to the memory of my father, Rav Simcha ben Yitzchak Kalman. Make it a great day.